What I love about all of this is we don't see any of the surprise onsides where the team recovers, they go down and score, and it was the worst call ever. We only see it when
everybody's
that
fired.
Yeah. There's a ton of really bad calls in the surprise onside as well. Yesterday, after the new kickoff rules were approved and effectively got rid of surprise onside kicks moving forward, Kyle broke out a list of the top 5 surprise onside kicks in NFL history. We saw all of these great things, yes, but for every Saints surprise onside kick in the Super Bowl, there's about 25 surprise onsides. They don't just go quite the right way. So today, I present to you the top 5 worst surprise onside kicks
Kickers somewhere
in
are
NFL
pissed.
history.
Come on.
Now remember, these are the worst surprise onside kicks. So don't get in my mentions talking about Chris Boswell and Ryan Suckup.
So, suck up.
It is what it is.
Surprises only.
I didn't do this. All surprises.
Yes.
You got to catch them off guard, right? So starting off at number 5, we're going back to Week 10 of 2016, where the Titans hosted the Packers. Aaron Rodgers taking on Super Marcus Mariota, Mike McCarthy facing off with Mike Mularkey and Jason McCourty.
Let's go. This is in Nashville, baby.
He's in his late 20s out there playing in Nashville, so I'm sure he remembers this well. Really notable game, but this, not so much notable, having not just one, but 2 surprise onside kicks, and neither one of them were successful. Let's see how it all went down. Take a look. Kenny Albert and Darryl Johnson on the call.
Titans won the toss, elected to defer. An onside kick to start the game from Ryan Suckup. And it is Joe Thomas who recovers for the Packers.
This is a middle onside kick. You're trying to get your guys down there to block. A lot of times it'll be the kicker's responsibility to recover that.
By the way, Ryan Suckup now 1 for 20 in his career on onside kick attempts. Kickoff from the 50. And they attempt the onside kick. Out of bounds. So we saw the onside kick at the start of the game, and now another.
It's ridiculous.
What I loved about that was the first one. J-Mac got on the field so fast with the Titans defense, they knew the kick wasn't going to work.
Yeah.
They were like, let's just go. This is not going to work. We saw it all week in practice.
We show a lot of plays from my playing days on this show, and they're usually all extremely bad. The last time we showed the Packers-Titans game, the Packers put up 50 points. We won that game 47-25.
Yeah, I had that in my notes.
With Aaron Rodgers. I just wanted to make sure we got that. Like, we won that game.
Damn.
So. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Moving on past the Titans, I'm sure you guys didn't have many wins that season, correct?
I don't know.
You forget. What's number 4?
Yeah, let's go to number 4.
9-7 that year.
All right. A season earlier to that, Week 1 of 2015, the Seattle Seahawks are taking on the St. Louis Rams, and they're heading to overtime. Kenny Albert, Moose, take us away and let us know what happened.
Seahawks scored 18 consecutive points. An onside kick attempt by the Seahawks in overtime. It is recovered by the Rams. An onside kick attempt by the Seattle Seahawks to begin overtime. Rams recover.
Great job by the guys up front, recognizing this and then being aggressive to go get the football.
Oh, my gosh.
What I love about that is after the game, Pete Carroll went out and he said, we didn't execute the kick. We didn't kick it how we were supposed to. It was supposed to be a deeper kick, probably in a spot where no one was, and we reached out to Marshawn Lynch and Richard Sherman to see if we could get them on the show today. Both guys declined. No, I'm joking. We didn't reach out to those guys. But here we go. Moving on to number 3. We're going to the postseason, where the Giants took on the Packers at the legendary Lambeau Field. We've already seen Crosby fail once at this countdown, so let's see how he does with this one. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman take it away.
And we're tied at 10. Here's an onside kick try. That didn't work. And on the recovery, it's Derek Martin. So now you talk about a short field. The Giants will have it just outside the Green Bay 40, and Derek Martin is there for the recovery for Tom Coughlin's Giants.
Well, that's an excellent job by the New York Giants and that staff. And if you look at these guys here and Derek Martin, they do not move. I mean, they do not start to retreat anticipating the ball to be kicked deep. That's an excellent job on their part with the special teams anticipating anything in a game like this and being ready for an onside kick.
I was really hoping the Packers won that game because the Giants would later in that season go on to the Super Bowl, Super Bowl 46, and defeat a great Patriots team. So shout out all the Giants fans. I know you love seeing that this morning. But let's go to number 2. Let's get a little tropical. Head out to Hawaii. 2013 Pro Bowl. I don't even know how this is legal, but Phil Dawson surprise onside kick. I mean, just perfectly narrated by Chris Collinsworth and Al Michaels. Let's go. NBC guys, let's go.
Oh, here we go. Watch out. Oh, I wanted to see that. That's great.
And it's covered up by Thomas Deku of the Atlanta Falcons.
That's the trick kick right there. Watch all the stuff that Phil Dawson does on this one. Not only does he change direction for the onside kick, but he back heels this thing like a soccer player, right? Boom, there you go. He didn't quite get it 10 yards, but pretty cool.
Won't be the last time we're going to see that. Maybe today, but that's a pretty neat thing to try.
Very neat. These kickers have a lot of time on their hands.
Yeah. Kickers have a lot of time on their hands. What I love about that, John Fox was the head coach of the team, and he loves that stuff. He always is down to have a good time, so I'm sure he was all for that. But here we go, the finale.
Go on.
Number 1, worst surprise onside kick in NFL history. Let's give a little context. Yesterday at number 5 on Kyle's list was a successful onside kick right here from the Eagles' 2000 season opener against the Cowboys. So you know what? The Eagles said, we're back. Let's do this again. We love the way it worked out last time. We're going to try to do it. But however, this time, the outcome was just a little different. And Kyle, you kind of hinted towards this.
Yeah.
But let's let Sam Rosen and Bill Miles take it away, absolutely nailing this surprise onside.
The onside kick a few years
ago.
ago.
2000, that's how it started. You got to be ready for that. David Akers will kick off for Philadelphia. And the Eagles and Cowboys are underway, and there's the onside try, and it's grabbed by the Cowboys, and heading in is Randall Williams, and he's got a touchdown. Got to be ready. And they were.
I had a feeling.
And this is something that the Cowboys players have talked about. Bill Parcells getting them ready for different game situations. Billy Cundiff for the extra point. And the Cowboys, 3 seconds into the game, lead it 7-0.
Cowboys win. Oh, my gosh.
Randall Williams ready to go. What I loved about that is, in the production meeting, you know the Cowboys head coach, Parcells, told them, we're ready for the surprise onside. Players told them, we're ready for the surprise onside. And they knew everything about it, and the Cowboys would go on to win that game 23-21. So just maybe, if you didn't do that surprise onside, you win the game if you're the Eagles.
Incredible. The special teams coaches are having a week right now.
Yeah.
Take us into how this happens, because in my opinion, special teams coaches go to the head coach and be like, we've been watching on tape, they're leaving early, let's do it, let's do it.
Yeah.
And when you get the head coach finally say, let's do it, and then it doesn't
And
work.
there's one guy that you're looking at on a return team, like he's leaving early.
Yeah,
coach,
we can do it.
I guarantee you, we can take advantage of him.
And it doesn't work.
He scores a touchdown.
Randall Williams was like, bring it on.
gosh.
To your point, though, they're talking about it before the kickoff.
The analysts did great with
They're
that.
just spot on.
They crushed us.
Awesome.
That's the loneliest place to be when it doesn't work out.
Can you imagine?